I think so. Now, but one thing I want to quickly talk about is, when you talk to any member of the National Assembly, they tend to be in a celebratory mood about cutting the budget by 17 billion. 17 billion naira to an individual is an enormous amount of money. But to a country as large as Nigeria, and with the problems that we have, it might not amount to anything seriously. But having said that, I think they said this is a budget of change. It's aimed at working on the public infrastructure, stimulate economic development, promote the development of the agricultural sector.
And a lot of borrowings too.
And a lot of borrowings. So I think it comes down to implementation of the budget.
It looks like a welfareist
I think so.
A policy-driven budget. But again, can Nigeria survive at this time in giving and giving freebies at this time?
Well, I don't know, but here is the point.
Because we are in a dilemma now, economic dilemma, if you may, because things are not the way they were. Can we afford to be giving and giving freebies?
It's going to be difficult. It is going to be difficult. I thought that what the government should be doing is to create an enabling environment where Nigerians playing by the rule and working very hard can pull through. All right? Now, systems that encourage freebies, gets people to relax. You look at a country like the United Kingdom, where people who can work, some people who can work, will choose not to work because they've got the safety net and they fall back easily, into it. Now, that is not a problem really. It depends on what the government offers to the people in terms of the environment and the opportunities that exist. So people can begin to make their choices about where they want to go. Do you want to remain at the lower part of the economic,
yeah,
because you simply want to depend on government freebies, which might not be coming all the time, or you want to go about doing something for yourself, and lifting up yourself, into that preferable situation that everybody wants to be right now in this country.
All right, Honorable Namdas, you heard what Mr. Adigba just said, that 17 billion that you and your colleagues are saying that you cut from the 2016 budget may not be that significant because of the situation of things in the country. But again, what would you say that budget has that will make Nigerians happy if it's well implemented?
First, I want you to know that we are not just celebrating, but in the past, when government bring in budget, no single amount of it is being reduced. And it makes people to believe that work is not done on this budget. We've been able to work on this budget to the extent that we have shown Nigerians where there were areas, problem areas. And because there were problem areas, this was how we've been able to move from A to Z to see how we have made some recommendations, we have some reductions. It shows that we have done a very serious job on this budget. And I want to add that even in a capitalist environment, even if you go to United States, you still have some levels of welfareism in your activities. If you go to US, you discover that even the old, people who are old and cannot cater for themselves, or people who are generally unemployed, the government of the day makes certain welfareist approach so that these people will get something for the government. The government cannot just stand there just because you are in a capitalist society and the welfare of the people cannot be catered for. And I think that is why there's this change that we are talking about. So government is deliberately doing certain things so that the welfare of the people will be taken out. We are in a country or a time that we have insurgents and people are highly unemployed. And therefore we will not allow the miscreants take advantage of the economic situation and begin to join other groups that will give this country sleepless night. I think these are the issues we should also look upon. So we have been able to do this in line with the government. And don't forget, the government said that we are going to provide over 500,000 jobs to teachers. This is to take education very important to reduce even employment as far as we are concerned. I think it's not just about celebrating. The fact is that this is the first time, as far as I'm concerned, that a serious job is done on this budget. And I think we should also be given a pat on the back when we are able to do something great.
Maybe a time to consider giving a pat on the back may not come too soon, because of the aspirations of Nigerians and their expectations, where Nigerians are asking for more. Perhaps they want the government of the APC to be a magician. Do they have the magic wand? There's some of the issues I will be discussing right here on the program. When we return, more questions on the state of the nation. Join us again.
When the National Assembly passes a budget, which was done on Thursday, a clean copy will then be communicated to the presidency. Of course, if the presidency had sent a budget which was reduced by 17 billion, you would need to study it to see the things that were taken out. And then, if some things had been juggled, you need to also see it and be sure that you agree with the juggling. You'll be surprised. I just pray that those who have been so critical and who have been so cynical will be humble enough to eat their words when they see things happen.
Well, thank you for staying with us. It's Politics Today on Channels Television. We've been talking about the expectations of Nigerians, the 2016 budget, and what will become of it in the coming days as Nigerians breathlessly anticipate the ascent of President Muhammadu Buhari, which will eventually and effectively make it become a law. Well, a lot of Nigerians are waiting. But what exactly are they expecting? We have seen in the last few months or so that APC leaders continually come out to the public to say, we are going to deliver on what we promised during the campaign. Well, why have Nigerians not been seeing these campaign promises come to fruition? Well, the president, the APC leaders, all of them are talking. Well, at the colloquium today, a lot of hopes have been raised to. One will be asking the question, yet again? Let's take a listen to some of the sound bites from that event.
The basis for socio-economic development.
Chieftains of the ruling All Progressive Congress are again assuring Nigerians that the Buhari